Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Alpine Ace. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a quick sketch just to make sure I have everything where I want it to be. Give him a good pose too. A lot of times I end up going off the page. And so I just want to make sure I have everything in the right place, find a good pose, and don't miss everything, or miss anything. If I missed everything, what's the point, right? Okay, let me draw some details into here. Now I know you can't see this, but I'm going to switch over to Sharpie in a second, and you'll be able to see that much better. But this is mostly for me, just to make sure I have everything where I need it, and that I have all the details built in. Because sometimes I will fall off the page because I get too excited and forget some stuff. So make sure that's right. Let's see, let's get some feet. Okay, that might be a little too low. Yeah, maybe. So I'm going to raise that up just a skosh, like that. Okay, cool. That will put it in the right spot. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's give him his skis, and then the rest should fall into place, right? Okay, I think I'm good with that. So I'm going to switch over to a Sharpie. I'm going to use a fine point and a Sharpie pen. And I'll just go straight with the Sharpie fine point, even though it's a fatter one. So with my sketch, I know where everything's going to be. So let's go ahead and put some detail into them. And start with the head. Since my sketch tells me where it's going to be, I can start with the head. Normally you want to start with the body like I do and make sure you position it in the right place, but because I've already sketched, I can go ahead and do that. So let's just go ahead and draw his goggles, a little point like that, and then I'm going to bring them around for the goggle. That's the goggle part of the goggles. And then we goggle it like that, and then we goggle down like this for the other side of the goggle, and then we could goggle in over the rest of it like this. And that's just the bottom part of the googoglian. And then we googeagle the top about right there, and then let's go around and just kind of go around to his lid like this, and that'll give him the top of his head. So he's got kind of a scarf that covers up his neck, so we can pretty much hide everything else with that. So let's go ahead and draw like the bottom of his chin like this. And I'm going to add some detail in a second with his mouth. For right now, we're just going to worry about the big Sharpie. And I'm going to draw some folds into his kerchief like this. And nothing specific. I'm just kind of putting some lines down because it's a kerchief, you know, and it's got folds and bends and creases. So you don't have to worry about like whether it's right or wrong. You just make it fun, right? Okay, I'm gonna put the end of it down like that, the point, so to speak, and continue with the rest of his body. So I have one of his hands up. I kind of did him a funny, fun pose like that, kind of saying, "Hi, howdy ho." So that's where I'm gonna put his hand up here. So I'm gonna draw his chest down like this, so I know where it is. And let's go ahead and do the other side too. I'm gonna come down a little bit and draw his strap, his back, and like that, and that'll give me the rest of his body, so I know where that's going to be. Okay, and you know, let's go ahead and just cut it off. That's where his belts are, so might as well put him in there, right? So we can finish this up. So the way I have his hand, I like to draw what's in front first and then draw the stuff behind, because what's behind is going to get covered up anyway, and you don't have to draw as much. So let's draw his forearm, because that's in the forefront of the picture. And I'm going to draw his edge of his sleeve like that. Draw the bottom of his glove right there. And let's draw his forearm down like this. Another one down like that. They don't really have to connect. If they do, it's no big deal. I like to not connect, so it kind of gives it spacing. And he's got a wrist communicator like everybody does in the old design. And so we're going to draw his bicep and then his shoulder. Okay? And see, that's what I was saying. Because stuff's covered up, you don't have to draw the whole thing. And we just kind of got away with it right there. Boom, there's a whole arm right there. So this hand, it's a little funny like this, because he's kind of waving like that. So this finger is going to be pointing straight at you like that. So you're not quite going to see it. It's going to be almost like that. See? You know, we can get away with stuff like that because this is our drawing. We do what we want, okay? So I'm going to have the side of his hand like this. I'm going to draw his other finger like this. And so these fingers are going to be straight up like that. So he's kind of waving high, you know? So I know where the points are going to be because I've already drawn it out. So I'm just going to bring it in like this and do this one out like that. And see, we're going to draw his thumb out like that. And there you go. It's kind of a waving high. And he's got the knuckles that are kind of the back of his fingers there. We'll kind of throw those in just to kind of give it that complete look of that. Okay, and that'll work for that. So let's draw his other arm and work on the rest of his body. So I'm going to draw his shoulder out like this, bring it down to his bicep. And since he doesn't have gloves or a wrist communicator like this one, we can go ahead and just draw all the way down to where his glove is, okay? So now on this side, we're going to draw his bicep into his forearm, down like that. And we're going to put the edge of that glove, and we're just going to make a fist over here, so that'll be the easiest thing for us to do, okay? So we're going to bring this side of the hand down like that. We're going to bring this one into the thumb in like this, and I like to draw like a T like that, and that's going to take care of his thumb buckled in for the fist. So his other finger's going to come like that, and that's his knuckles. And that's all we got to do. Good enough. We could draw more detail, but that took care of it. We finished that part, right? So let's draw his multiple belts like they all have. So I'm going to draw one like this, then draw another one underneath it. Okay, and we'll go ahead and give him some buckles. Never right on top of each other, just because it mixes it up. It makes it different, right? So let's go ahead and draw his legs, and he's got two straps on this one down to his shin guards. So I'm going to draw to this first strap. All right, so I'm going to come down like this, stop there, and then go across because I know where it's going to be. So I'm going to go in just a little bit and then draw his strap, then come out just a little bit to draw his clothes and do it again. In, out like that. And I'm just kind of making it up. Like, look, the strap is holding the material in, right? So it's kind of bunging his clothes a little bit. So, and then I just do like this, right? And that'll take care of that. And let's draw his other leg. So I'm going to come like this down to where roughly his knee's going to be. Then come out on this side, do the same thing. Kind of bulge out the pants just a little bit because that's how they are. And so now we can draw his shin protectors. Everybody's got them. So I'm going to do something like this. Bring it in, and then bring it all the way down. And you know what? He's got straps. The reason I stopped right there is because he has some straps going across holding it. This one, for some reason, doesn't. The way they designed it, it's got the straps connected in the back, but this one has it on the inside. So I can kind of come down. Let's go ahead and finish this off like this. Come down, bring this strap in like that. Down, and do one more like that. Okay, so now I can just draw his pants inside the strap. You don't have to do it like that, but I like to do it to give it that style and technique, right? As a matter of fact, I should have bulged this out just a little bit like I did here, but I didn't, so no big deal. It's just gonna stick with what I did because this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. And so let's go ahead and do the other one over here too. So I'm just going to kind of go across and come down and go down like that. And then I'm just going to bring it down like we did there. And come up and make like that. And this one, like I said, it doesn't have the straps on the front. It has them on the inside like that. So now I'm going to draw some bulgy cloth for the pants. Okay, and look, I didn't connect there, so let's take advantage of that and do something like that. Booyah! Awesome, right? So now we just got to draw his feet, and then I'm going to come back and do some detail there. So, oh, and the backpack. We got to forget the backpack, or can't forget the backpack. So let's draw his boots. We're going to come bring his heel down like that. We'll draw this one at the same time. This one's like that, and then this one's going to come down like this. This one's going to come down like this, and it's in the facing you in the front, so you can't quite see it. And this one's going to go like that. So that means this one's going to go like that. So now we're just going to do some treads. Okay, and I'm just doing like a stair step kind of thing, just to give it some look, you know, the style, the technique. Okay, let's do his backpack. So you can't quite see it because of his arm, so we're just going to basically do this, right? And that'll take care of the backpack. And let's do his skis. I'm going to draw one in front like this, which look like skateboards to me, but that's my fault, right? I should be drawing them like skis. And I'm going to connect it right there. And then he's got some other stuff in the back like that, and that'll take care of that. So now I'm going to come and add just a few more little tiny details with the Sharpie, and make it look like his little mask thing that he's got, right? So I'm just going to kind of come up like this and come down like that. And he's got the little circular doohickeys over here. And there are dots. I'll go ahead and do those. All lined up in the front of the face. And I like doing this with the finer Sharpie because it stands out more. And plus the other one is way too big to be doing stuff like this. So since I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and do a couple little lines to accentuate what I was doing there. And I like doing stuff like this because I can add, like I said, just little lines that are thinner and make it look like it's supposed to be there, right? And let's see, anything else we're going to add? No, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and finish right there, and let's add some color. For now, that's Alpine Ace. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.